Okay, I don't know about you, but for spring and summer, I enjoy doing things outdoors, specifically around water, but not always necessarily in water, which is why today's video about BearBottom clothing is perfect for this time of the year, because they sent me not only a pair of their board shorts, but a pair of their stretch swim trunks as well to try out. And I got the opportunity to test both of them out over the course of a couple weeks. I almost turned a little Irish there. Don't know what that was, probably because I'm finishing up Ted Lasso. There's some Irish people in that show. It's a great show, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Let's get into it, shall we? It's also not intentional. BearBottom sent me a pink shirt and a blue shirt, and I have recently become addicted to the strawberries and cream zero sugar Dr. Pepper. Just all about the matching, even the pink underscore light, just all about that matching life. You know what I mean? But on about BearBottom clothing, I tested these swim trunks out at the hot springs that I went to over the weekend of my birthday. And I gotta say, I've never really talked about swim trunks to people before, but I have tested and tried a lot of pairs. And I used to use a brand called Mack Weldon. However, they became more of a highly producing, low quality brand over the years, and the swim trunks I got from them fell apart. And so I didn't really spend a lot of money on swim trunks after that. I really just bought literally $10 pair ones from Walmart that didn't last long and never, ever, ever were comfortable. The mesh inside was always way too tight in all the wrong places as well. But when they offered for me to test out these pairs, I was like, you know what, let's give it a shot. I've heard nothing but good things. I've seen this clothing brand mentioned to me on Instagram before, and I gotta say, they did not disappoint. So before I talk about the board shorts, which I'm actually currently wearing, because they're really comfortable and they're good for lounging because there's no interior, there's no mesh, there's no lining. It's super comfy. We're gonna talk about those in just a second. First, I wanna talk to you about their stretch swim trunks and what I loved about them. So first and foremost, one of the things that I really enjoyed was the fact that they were made from recycled material, which to me is a huge plus. But on top of that, they also had a four-way stretch. Now, one thing that I've always had a problem with when it comes to swim trunks was them riding up or being too tight around my legs or just in other areas that I don't want them to be. These, however, were different. The mesh on the inside didn't get too tight, it didn't get bunched up, and overall they were really comfortable, especially lounging around the hot springs. They also have a really comfortable elastic waistband, elastic waistband, as well as a drawstring so you can kind of adjust it, which was awesome. But one of the coolest things is the fact that these have a DWR material that the water dried. Wow, what is going on with my vocabulary today? Because they have a DWR kind of coating on them, they dry really quickly. So even when we got out of the pools and then we went to go have a sandwich and a drink at the bar at the hot springs resort that we were staying at, by the time I was ready to go back in the water, not even 10 minutes later, don't judge me for how fast I was drinking those mojitos. They were very delicious. They were almost already dry, which was awesome because we also had to drive 2.5 hours home, and I was going to change, but by the time I was done, they were already dry, which is, again, another added benefit. And another added benefit with the swim trunks is they actually have a zippered back pocket, so if you wanted to keep something in your swim trunks that was water resistant or waterproof and then go swimming, you could zip it up in the back pocket if you wanted to, or if you were just walking around like I was sometimes, then you could also just put your wallet in there or your phone or something like that. But overall, to me, the swim trunks were just extremely comfortable. The fact that they didn't chafe and the fact that the interior waistband, again, wasn't too tight. It was very comfortable. It was very breathable. They didn't really ride up on me. I felt like they were a very comfortable fit. Now, these come in a 5.5 and a 7-inch inseam. Now, the ones on me are 5.5 inseam, and I am 5'8", 170 pounds. I almost forgot my measurements for a moment. Don't ask me why. It's been a very interesting and long day, but so that's what you get. I like the 5.5 inseam personally. Now on the board shorts, it's actually an 8-inch inseam. This is what they look like on me. Again, 5'8", 170 pounds. I prefer, for my shorts, the shorter inseam. I like 6-inch and less, sub length and less personally, because I have tattoos and I like to show off tattoos. And so the shorter the inseam, the easier it is to show off tattoos, and that's just a no-brainer in my opinion. Okay, let's talk about the board shorts for just a second. Now, pretty much in all the ways that the swim trunks have, these also are DWR with an elastic waistband, adjustable drawstring. They have a back pocket, however on these, it's actually Velcro, and it has a spot for a key loop that's elastic if you wanted to use that to keep it a little bit more secure without having to worry too much about it. Now, my personal favorite thing about the board shorts is the fact that they're unlined in the interior. So these are really convenient to wear just about anywhere at any time. I've been lounging around them quite a bit around my house. I've also been using them to take my dog on walks around the neighborhood whenever I want to get out and about from being done staring at a screen for really long periods of time. And honestly, they're really comfortable. They have mesh pockets. There's that back pocket and 2 front pockets, which I feel like is more than enough to carry like my wallet, my keys, and my phone as well. And they're also really comfortable. The only thing that I don't personally like about the board shorts is the fact that they are an 8-inch inseam. I wish they were just a little bit shorter, because 8 inches, they go like all the way down to my knees. And I personally just don't like that, or at least they had like at least an option to get a shorter inseam if you wanted like a 6 or like a 6.5 even. So if you're looking for like good swim trunks or good board shorts this summer and springtime, or spring and summertime, then I would highly recommend checking out BearBottom clothing. I'll have the link to the board shorts and the swim trunks down below. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll do my best to answer those for you. Or you can always shoot me an email, odiematthewsbags@gmail.com, where I'm happy to answer any other questions, send any videos, photos, lists, suggestions, whatever you might like. Thank you guys again so very much for all the love and support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all of that wonderful nonsense, and I will see you next time.